a small field of potatoes. Wherever there is a patch of land, they will grow something. And it is irrigated. You can see it's been watered this morning. And this is Hushey village, and there is a girls' school, which is good to see. The girls are coming back from school. A field of wheat or grain of some kind, and there the mountains they look like they're about to fall, but they are not going to fall for a few centuries yet. In the winter, this village of Hushey is totally cut off by the snow. So whatever food they need for the winter, they stockpile. And if they run out, they run out. Friday, 23rd of July, 2022, looking at the notices from the area, you can have a K2 viewpoint if you go that way, which we will, and then you can read the signs as well as I can. Obviously, they're training the local population to look after the wildlife. Motorbike is the best form of transport here. This says, Jangli Hayat ka tahaffuz hum sab ki zimmedari hai. We all have to look after the wildlife. There's one on English on the other side. I shall video that in a minute. It says, wildlife is jewelry on earth. Its protection is our national obligation. Parks and Wildlife Department, BLN. The views from any point that you see are just spectacular. I'm standing higher than twice as high as any high mountain in the United Kingdom. So I'm walking very slowly so as not to tax the poor heart. But I don't feel the height, but I still am being very, very, very careful. I like the slogan. This is the local school. Enter to read, leave to lead. So this is middle school Hushey. It's spelled Hushey, but that is wrong pronunciation. It's Hushey. I've been corrected. These are poplar trees. And enter to read, leave to lead. I love that slogan. Really good. We are in the village of Hushey, and obviously the snow leopard is here and they're trying to protect it. I hope they succeed for future generations. This morning we met a party of climbers from Hungary. They are based in Zurich in Switzerland, and they want to come back in winter. They have been scaling peaks that have not been climbed, and they want to come back and ski. I hope they succeed. We need to open up this area to tourism. This is the sign for Hushey. It says height is 10,424 foot where I'm standing, and Haplu, where we have come from, is 42 kilometers. So literally I'm 10,424 feet above sea level. Since I live in Chatham, which is at sea level, it is a big height for me. I'm walking very, very slowly because of that. There are signs which I find very useful, and this is Mashabrum Public School Hushey, Environment Club CKNP, and from Central Karakoram National Park. This one says, welcome to Hushey Valley, Central Karakoram National Park. So it's protected area, and it needs to be for future generations, otherwise it wouldn't be here. Simple as that. That's a beautiful building. I'm told that's the local mosque. Here we have again poplar trees. They're growing them, and they're nice and tall. They then cut them down for roofing, and there is a very nice, good quality stone wall. That must take a lot of work. Apparently there is a lot of back problems in the village. There is no water in the houses in the village, literally. The teeth are in a state of the population because they need to improve public health. There is a lot to be done. 75 years since Pakistan became independent, and really more money needs to be spent here, and more education. Education is the key to everything. Not a cloud in the sky today. Another view from the village. If you're looking for views, you're spoilt few views. These stones have been brought down. That's, you can see why there is back problems, or there are back problems. If it is not very clear, I shall read. Office of the Hushee Welfare and Development Organization. Education is the best and lasting gift that we can give it to a child and to a nation. Please lend a helping hand to educate the girls and boys of mountain areas of Baltistan or Baltistan. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so I am very keen to take photos of this type of notice or message. Spoiled for views. I do not understand the language because it's Balti, and Balti is very close to Tibetan, so those who understand Tibetan can follow Balti. The house construction apparently is still the same as in Tibet. So again, any spot of land, they grow something. And there are the views. If you want to see views, just come here, stay in this rest house. But
not finished.
Here is a goat that was attacked by a snow leopard. So they have brought her down. She was attacked on her neck. So they have brought her down for getting better. And there is the local variety of cow from which they get milk. And of course the hens and go around roaming free, which is nice. It's good to know that they're looking after the snow leopard. This is the national park. I have just found out that they don't even have a seat in the assembly. Imran Khan tried to do something for them, but then he was toppled. And so investment is required for education. They telling me how they don't have safe seats. The children can go to college.
Hello. Oh, this is not finished.
As I said, the language they speak is Balti or Balti, and I don't understand it, though they speak Urdu. This is the only healthcare facility here. In winter, the village is locked down because of the snow, and so this is it. People's Primary Health Care Initiative, Civil Dispensary, Hushey. And this is all there is. It's only one hut. Education and investment. Tourism is the best investment for this area because it doesn't cost much money for tourists like to come. It must be encouraged to come, keep it safe, which it is. And tourists can come and invest and spend money here. There is a party of Spanish mountaineers locally. And here we are looking at the view. Not a single cloud in the sky. Not a single cloud in the sky. The sun is setting. Sun sets early, soon after 7 at this time of year. And it goes over the mountain, then it gets dark. But we're just going for a little evening stroll. And again, every patch of land is cultivated. This is again grain. And the mountains are just, their beauty is unbelievable. They are sedimentary rocks. Would be worth checking up that they are sedimentary rocks, but I think they are. So these are the fields. They're cutting, obviously building going on everywhere. And so that is evening. This is the Karakoram range. The Deccan plate is pushing against the Eurasian plate, and so these mountains are rising. They're being eroded at the same time, but they're supposed to be rising. And these are the fields. All I see is potatoes and grain of some kind. This is the river, and in the end it joins with the Indus River and goes into the Indian Ocean or the Arabian Sea. So as you can hear the sound. I want to record the birds. Beautiful Hushey bird song.